Look at you go, mister. You're swinging on a swing.
And we're back! This week was absolutely phenomenal, and there's a couple big things that happened for us this week, Lincoln and I. One of the biggest things is that this was our last week actually in my apartment space, in this apartment. This is our last supper together in this space. And it feels kind of sad. We've shared a lot of wonderful, beautiful moments here. A lot of space and a lot of awesome things together. I want to miss this too. But when I get Lincoln next, we actually will be in a different space in a little tiny house on a little acreage, and I'm excited to share how that goes and record and vlog that journey as well for both of us. And we did a lot of cool things. I had them for about 11 days this week, a little bit longer just because with moving, I wanted to make sure that I didn't have them during that process, just because it can get a little crazy and I can be a little like, chicken with the head cut off until I settled down. And I figured it would be best to ask Cass, which is Lincoln's mother, be best to ask hey, can you watch him for a couple extra days just while I move, and I'll watch him for an extra couple extra days. So I ended up having him for about 11 days or so, and that stint just came to an end. And we got up to a lot of cool things, which I cannot wait to share with you in this video. But one of the biggest things I think that we did was headed down to O'Brien Park. And it was pretty funny because we roll up to O'Brien Park, and there's this big sign on it that says we're closed due to hazardous removal of trees, and there's a part of me that was like, just go anyways. It's a Sunday morning, early morning, no one's gonna be there. And I ended up going for a swim in the Wapiti River, which was crazy cold, and Lincoln was absolutely delightful, and he sat on the edge of the river and watched me swim and eat breakfast. And he's 2 years old, almost turning 2 this October 20th. Can't wait to share that with you guys as well. We built this crazy huge leaf pile, and it was so awesome just to watch him play and experience life and just wahoo! And just hit it with his little stick, and he was so creative and curious. And there's a couple big takeaways that I had from that moment, as well as earlier in the week as well, that I want to share. There were a couple of parents, a family that came up, and their little boy came and played with Lincoln. And they had mentioned about we should come here and grab some lawn chairs and set up the lawn chairs and watch him play. And that really brought something up for me that I'm working on, that I should have shared with them as well, which I'm working on that process because I'm not perfect yet. Yet, as I will never be perfect. That's the truth. And that was that it's something that I'm in the work of, is playing with Lincoln. It's not just standing there and watching him. At the playground, I catch myself wanting to stand there and watch him like all the other parents. And not everyone does this, but there's a lot that do. And they'll sit around in lawn chairs while they play in the leaves. And something that I'm learning, I'm always trying to be in the work of, is pushing those zones for me, is playing, get into that space where I just want to play. Where I am in the leaves with Lincoln, throwing them up in there and having a good time and connecting and really bonding and really playing and just being present with him in that moment. Because when they did leave, and the entire time even before that, I was playing with him in the leaves, and I didn't care about time. I didn't care about where we had to be, when we had to be there. I didn't care about routine or his nap or any of that stuff, and he didn't either. He was enjoying himself. And the moment that we shared in connection, and those moments, I think, mean more than me being and sticking to his routine. And it was a beautiful time. A beautiful time. So we started to build a little pile just back over here, and we thought it'd be a wonderful idea to build Lincoln just this big gigantic pile of leaves that he could play in. Literally, it was almost as tall as him. It's about to his waist. And so I caught myself a lot of the times, even that earlier in the week when we go to playgrounds, it's okay, let's go down the slides, let's play with them, let's be involved, and with other kids as well. Let's get everyone involved and start playing and being there and connecting in that space. And that was beautiful. It was beautiful, and something that I want to encourage all parents to do is step in and play. because there is that little kid, that little boy for me, Lincoln, that little boy inside of me that just wants to play, that just wants to forget about responsibility and money and this and having to provide and just have fun. And what a perfect space to do that when you're with your kids, because they are learning from you. They're learning to play. They're learning that play is okay. They're learning and seeing you play. And that is amazing, absolutely incredible and absolutely amazing. And something else that I learned this week that was a pretty big breakthrough for me in me with Lincoln is patience, and really being patient with him. Being patient when he throws temper tantrums. Like he's nearly 2. He's 2 in almost a couple of weeks. And the man is throwing tantrums like crazy over, I can't get here, the world's ending, it's all about me. And it happened all the time, like probably 40, 50 times a day. And before I'd catch myself kind of like getting frustrated, wanting to change and wanting to be happy. Like, you don't need to do this, try this, love. Like, it's not okay to cry. And sort of like wanting him just to be out of the tantrum instead of being patient with him. And that's something that I really stepped into this week, was being patient with him. And so when he would throw his tantrum, I would put down whatever it was I was doing and I'd walk over to him and I'd be like, and express frustration to kind of match his tantrum. And when I would do that, he would actually calm down. He would see that, okay, he understands in the weirdest way, energetically understands what I'm going through. And I'd say, you're frustrated. Oh my gosh, you're upset, you're sad, you're devastated. And I try to, he can't speak very well yet, but I try to mirror those emotions for him so that he can learn and develop his vocabulary, emotional vocabulary, and understand what he's feeling and where he's feeling, and how he's feeling. And it was incredible. I didn't do this all the time. And there was times when I was like making supper and I was just like in a pattern and just like cooking and just like not aware. And he's crying. He's probably crying for a minute. And I'm just like, I'm just cutting. And he's just crying. And I'm just like trying to drown it out. I'm like, I don't want to hear this. Just get over it. Just get over it. And then I'm like, wait a minute. Like, go see him. Where is he? And he's just crying. And I just like, I got down onto his level and I was just like, and kind of like express, like it looked crazy. I was expressing it, and some huge changes. And like he would recover way quicker out of his tantrum when I'm there helping, guiding, and being with him in that space. Because he's a kid. He's 2. He's gonna have tantrums. He's gonna lose his shiznit. He's gonna lose his cool all the time. Can I be in the space with him and help him, guide him through that so that he can learn to do that on his own? And it's something that I'm always in the work of. And there's a really great book that I'm reading, How to Talk So Little Kids Will Listen and How to Listen So Little Kids Will Talk. It's phenomenal in suggesting like match their emotions, be with their emotions. And so I suggest this to anyone looking to amp up their game with their kids. It's phenomenal. Yeah, so that's what we got up to this week. A lot of adventure, a lot of playground.
Look at this little human. Look at him. Go Lincoln. It's your birthday. Where's Lincoln? There he is. There's Lincoln.
And I'm excited to share with you what comes next in the weeks that I have them, and the insights that I get, and the tools and tips and all the things about parenting and single parenting, because that's what's coming up on the whole point of these is to share what I'm learning, what I'm experiencing, what I'm going through, the hardships, the trials, the shitty stuff, the stuff that dads and single dads and people and parents might not talk about. I want to express all of that and just be open and be an open book and learn how to be the best dad for my little guy. And that's really all that I strive for. So if you would do so, subscribe and support us, support Lincoln and I on this adventure, this crazy adventure. I ask that you would subscribe and feel free to comment. Share, like, what was your insights from your week of parenting, or what came up for you from watching this video? Do you agree? Do you disagree? I want to hear everything. I want to hear it all. I just want to learn as much as possible and build the truth more. So feel free to share, feel free to like, feel free to comment. I'd love to hear from you guys. I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful week ahead of you, and I cannot wait to see you on the next video. So much love, so much love from Lincoln Love and I hope you have a great day and soon find your way. Love and light sent to you from me. Bye-bye.
Wow. You say hi? Hi. It's amazing.